Barbie is gonna be the biggest movie of the year and will become the most successful movie release since Top Gun Maverick. That is the reality. It's gonna cross $1 billion even faster than Avatar. And we all have to accept that this is the best, most perfectly designed piece of marketing campaign made to bring back a franchise from the dead, and we all fell for it. Remember, this is not a movie, this is an ad. It was a perfectly controlled fire that got the best out of, well, everyone. In one hand, you have the leftist woke lobotomites that are clapping like seals. Yes, Queen is the movie of the decade. On the other hand, you have the macho silverback chest-haired conservatives that took the bait, like my boy Ben Shapiro. But first, no se me pase de verga. Like and subscribe so we make it out of Barbie Barrio. Órale! The newest piece of population control that was dumped on our faces, like Oppenheimer unloaded his unholy load in the Japanese. I'm sorry. And everyone is reacting exactly how they want you to react. Understand, this is no movie. This is the biggest marketing campaign in the history of the world. For what? You may wonder. Well, for Barbie and Mattel as a whole. And the more I go down this rabbit hole, the more I'm convinced that this movie was designed exactly to get the reaction that is getting right now from people. And that for me is just interesting. I really believe that we are taking the first steps into the transition for the Great Reset and the Orwellian dystopia that most people are concerned about. Mark my words, this is the beginning of the end. If you have been living under a rock for the last 40 years, Mattel has always been doing movies and shows and miniseries and docuseries and every form of content that they can distribute through mass media. I fondly remember watching all the Barbie movies. I mean, the Max Steel movies, you know. I'm a man. The Barbie movies growing up. Yeah, I watched the Barbie movies growing up. And they were badass, okay? They were funny, alright? I'm making a tier list of all the Barbie movies, so that's coming soon. Subscribe and click the notification button if you want to check that out because they are so funny. But yeah, the Max Steel, the Hot Wheel movies and TV shows and the Barbie movies, they were badass, alright? And they were successful, and they were successful at what they had to do, which was selling toys. They sold a lot of Barbies and they sold a lot of Max Steels. But like everything in life, it started to die. And those movies were not successful anymore. And the Max Steel, specifically the Max Steel live action, Jesus Christ, that was a disgrace. But we can surely say that the most recent Barbie movies fell flat. They even stopped making the movies for some time. After 20 years of non-stop dog crap, they suddenly stopped making the movies. They basically said, retirada, but let's take a step back and regroup. And oh boy, they did it. They managed to pull the heist of the century. But how did they do it? What was the plan? It all started in 2018 when the newest CEO of Mattel, whose name I don't remember and I'm not going to remember, so I'm going to call him Jim Nachos. So Jim Nachos joined Mattel and he had a plan for the Barbie movie. A live action Barbie, big budget Barbie movie. Obviously, to revive the company and open it to an entire new market, Gen Z and Gen A. Because let's face it, probably millennials were the last generation that was really obsessed with Barbie. All the former generations were obsessed, and Mattel had crazy numbers. Not only Barbie, many other toys. But specifically, in my country at least, they sold Barbies and Max Steels out of the wazoo. So he basically wanted to return the old glory of Mattel, the Third Reich of Mattel. And he's probably the smartest CEO that Mattel has ever had. Maybe smarter than Ruth herself. And she's a hero for some reason in the movie. Alright, the oppressor of women now is a hero. And that is exactly what they wanted. They wanted to make Barbie into a feminist icon. And he managed to do it. He gathered the perfect person for the role. And he says it himself. Margot Robbie had to be Barbie. Kinda creepy in my opinion, Sir Jim Nacho's CEO of Mattel. So Margot and her production company, yes, her production company is involved with that. She's one of the producers of the movie. So she's making bank. She's the smartest tamale in this shithole bunch of expired, rotten tamales. Tamales, alright? Tamales. That's the right pronunciation, no tamales. So they gathered the crew. They say, who is the least offensive white dude that we can find that is still hot for millennials? Ryan Gosling, obviously. Didn't you watch La La Land? Yeah. That guy has drip. Oh mama. So they got the perfect meat baits. A bunch of hot people. They got them all into shape. But the target demographic was going to be different this time. The leftist mob. That was the target demographic set for this movie. It was not the kids. Maybe not now. Maybe when the kids get a little bit older and they kinda understand more of the messaging of this movie. Did you notice that when they were trying to vomit propaganda all over our faces, they did it in a pretty fast way? Most of the times you would not tell one or two of the words that they were saying. They tried to play it like that so kids would not get bored by it. But later when the movie comes, in streaming services and you can slow it down, yeah, kids, and when they get bigger and they rewatch this movie, because you already know they're going to rewatch this movie, probably even more that they rewatch the Sonic or the Mario movie. This is bigger. This is bigger than the Sonic and Mario movie, and I can show you why in my review of Barbie that is coming soon, where I'll break down scene by scene basically why this movie is so attractive to the TikTok mind. So hit the notification bell so you get an orale when the video is up, because YouTube has been shadow banning me. I don't know why they hate me. So who are the target demographic of this movie? People that will buy anything that supports their ideology. If you think that this movie was made to support women and that the messaging was supporting women altogether, you are brain rot. Let me tell you, my friend, that your brain has been rotted by media. This movie was made to turn an entire new market segment all together. From Barbie haters to Barbie lovers. Yeah, they turn all those liberals in little Barbie girls in a Barbie world. Wrapping plastic is fantastic. Yes, the same liberals that once used to say Barbie was dangerous for the youth, specifically young girls, because they will have unrealistic expectations of bodies, of female bodies. And there are plenty of studies that prove that everyone, females and men, will compare their own body to the body image that's portrayed in media. Back in the day, it was the perfect body, the thin, skinny, almost unhealthy bodies. And nowadays, they are going to the complete other stream of unhealthiness, and that's what has been inspiring the newest fat revolution. Yeah, so for years and years of liberals hating Barbie, not even that long ago, they even make many references in the movie about how Barbie was a patriarchal invention to control ladies and made them want to obtain the perfect body to the male gaze. But they do say it in the movie, which makes me think, wow, are people dumb and they cannot read subtext? Because wowza, if you are not getting the hints when they are telling them right into your faces. This was literally the perspective of Barbie from the left until this movie, until the 21st of July 2023. Don't believe me? Go on social media and read it for yourself. Every leftist personality on Twitter is saying how this movie is the movie of the century and it's a perfect movie and stupid shit like that, and saying that it's empowering to women. They are all praising this movie as a feminist success. A movie about fucking Barbies. A feminist success. Have you actually watched the movie? How is Barbie a feminist icon now? They pull it off. They put the plan, el plano. El plan. They pull it off. They made Barbie a feminine success. On the surface, the words might sound as feminism for, the below average intelligent wokey. But actually, if you listen to the words again, if you read the subtext, Greta Gerwig is laughing in all of your faces. Selling Barbie dolls to leftists is the goal. The subtext is, go and buy Barbie dolls. Got your ass, bitch. You fell right into her trap. And holy moly guacamole, it's working. Even the CEO came out a couple of days ago in an interview saying that no, selling dolls is not the reason for this movie. The reason for this movie is to empower women. Yes. Selling toys is just the tip of the iceberg. But we will cover that in part 2 of this video. Gracias por su atención. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think the What do you think the Barbie movie was made for? Y hasta la próxima, primos. Bye. And like they say in my pueblo, aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. To this situation could be even if Barbie wears the colors of the feminist movement. Remember the roots. Barbie is going to keep being Barbie.